Hey everybody, it's Michael with Bay Area Hiking Guides, giving that information, giving that knowledge to go out there and hike with confidence. In this video, we're going to be talking about some amazing discoveries, and as well as a place I'm heading off to in the next few weeks with the team, and get out there and explore an area that a lot of people don't get to explore that often. So, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, feel free, like, subscribe. We're always talking about places to hike in the Bay Area, as well as really cool plants and stuff you definitely want to check out on those hikes. Alrighty, so sorry I've got so many animal sounds going on at the moment, but we'll just manage. That's all part of making YouTube videos. Let's go ahead and talk about some of these amazing discoveries that we tend to find quite a bit as we're on our hikes. We do a lot of stuff in the East Bay, but we also do a lot of stuff in the Bay Area too. So let's talk about some of those discoveries. One of the places is that you have Mount Diablo. You've got the mines over there on the east side of Mount Diablo. A lot of those mines that were left abandoned. If you really want to go and explore mines, I suggest going to Black Diamond Mines, because that is actually an open mine where they've got tours and stuff that you can check out. These mines on the east side of Mount Diablo are not open. Do not go out there. It's very dangerous. They're closed off. So just a disclaimer, do not attempt to explore the mines in the east side of Mount Diablo that are abandoned. Or the one that they still have operating, which is a quarry on the other side. It's really cool because a lot of the stuff that was left behind, a lot of their machinery, you can see where they were taking mineral deposits from the soil and everything, and then you can see a lot of that water that was remaining and left over. It's kind of got that apocalyptic zombie kind of feel to it. So it's definitely an awesome place to check out, and it's right off Marsh Creek Road. One of the other discoveries is Green Ranch. I've talked about this previously in a video before, so if you want to check that out, more than welcome to check that out. And that's really cool. It's kind of that abandoned house that used to be up there. It's got the swimming pool, the tennis court, and a lot of that stuff is still there today. They've tried to move it, but the amount of money that it would require to move such all that cement and weight and everything that they've got to get out of there to truck through and truck out of there, well, it would be quite the adventure for sure. So it's just staying there. So that's an awesome place to check out. The lime kilns in Santa Cruz Mountains is also really cool to check out. Now, all these are actual places that you can go, and they're evidence of stuff that used to be there previously. But let's go a little deeper, and let's talk about some of the plant life that's existing here in the Bay Area that a lot of people don't even recognize. Me, Beth, and I'm sure Tyler, and a few other people out there that I communicate with quite a bit, know their plants pretty well, and they can pretty much see and look over at a landscape and tell what is not native and what is, and what obviously was put there from somebody else. We find these discoveries quite a bit, and sometimes they're native and sometimes they're not native plants, you know. Sometimes they're just stuff that's been put there because it was some pioneer that came through and built a cabin or so on, and we can kind of see, what's going on here. I've seen, at times I've seen agapanthus out in the middle of freaking nowhere. You know, and then you start seeing remnants of home that used to be there, the foundation, so you can kind of tell right off the bat. And just a first indicator is the fact that there's agapanth out in the middle of nowhere. It's not native here. So that's a cool feature, but I will be talking about something else that we found that actually brought to my attention by the little one. Our littlest hiking guide, Heidi. She was out, we went hiking one day in Mount Diablo, and we did that kids video, and she came up to me and she was like, "What tree is this?" And I'm like, "What the heck?" And I was a little shocked to see it. It's over by, just below Rock City, that Live Oak campground over there. So I'm going to have Beth go ahead and talk to you more about that. Kind of an interesting discovery, and an interesting tree nonetheless. Why it's there is a whole other question by itself. All right, Beth, go ahead and take it away.
Hi, this is Beth at Bay Area Hiking Guides, and we are up here on Mount Diablo at Rock City in the Live Oak Campground. And a couple weeks ago, Heidi was up here with Mike and her family, and they discovered a taxus. It's a western yew. And the funny thing is these don't normally grow here. These normally grow up on the west coast of Northern California, like above Mendocino County, up into Washington and Oregon and Washington. And so this is not native to our area. And Mike was wondering, wanted me to come check it out. And I think it's been planted here is what the thing is. And usually when you see something like this that doesn't belong in this area, you can always check it out on CalFlora, which is a website that shows where native plants grow in California. It'll show you its native range. Like I said, this grows on the north coast. It doesn't grow in oak woodlands. It's growing right next to a coast live oak over here. That doesn't normally grow there. So it's been planted here. There maybe was a house here at some point. It's been here for a long time. You can see how big it is. So, you can always check things like that out. There's a couple, I looked on CalFlora, there's a couple growing one even growing in Santa Clara County. There's a couple in San Mateo County. There's a couple in Sonoma County. But they're very, very rare to our area. So it has not growing here naturally. It was planted here, I believe. So it's kind of an interesting find. I'd never noticed it here before. I've been hiking up here for years and I'd never even seen it before. Kind of a thing of interest, so kind of fun.
I hope you enjoyed Beth. I know how much of a knowledgeable person she is. Hey, good job, Heidi, for checking out that tree, by the way. Just way to stay on it. Get out there looking around, asking questions. That's what it's all about. Other amazing discovery that I have for you guys, and actually we are planning right now at this moment, and for the last few months we've been planning it. Me and Beth sat down and we talked about places that we wanted to go kind of for the winter season, and we've always explored different places in the winter that aren't in the Bay Area. We did Grand Canyon, Death Valley, of course. Oh yeah, there's a lot of places that we wanted to go. I definitely want to go back to Death Valley. That last time I was in Death Valley was like 4 years ago, and my photography skills were not as good as they are now, as they consistently keep improving every year. That's the great thing about photography. Every year you get that one more notch on your old shoulder. And I really want to go back there, but also I want to venture off and go into Joshua Tree because the energy over there seems to be pretty stellar. I wanted to originally go to Joshua Tree before, but we ended up going to Anza Borrego. So I've always wanted to go check out Joshua Tree, but now that I've mentioned Anza Borrego, this ties into where we're planning to go this year, and actually it's still considered to be right on the edges of the Bay Area. All right. So I've talked about this location previously in another video before, so we're going to get deeper into it just a little bit, not to take a bunch of your time away. Hey now. But Anza Borrego is the largest state park in the state of California. But Henrico, which is actually nestled right below the south of the Bay Area, right there by Morgan Hill, and then farther back, right there is Henrico, and Henrico is considered the second largest state park in California. Henrico is roughly over 88,000 acres, and it wouldn't surprise me, as they have 13 zones and sections to hike, that they're going to continue to extend it as ranches will start giving up their land. I wanted to let you guys know that there is a really difficult terrain to get through. It's a lot of up and down. There's some easier hikes, yes, but to where we're trying to get to is a place called Ostimba Wilderness. Now, we're not going to necessarily get all the way in there because of how much time and extension that it takes to get in there, but we are going to be right on the edge of it, so I'll probably be able to get a view from above. We'll see what I can do. But we're also going to be going to the Mississippi Zone, which is also real far back in there before you get to Ostimba Wilderness. And they've got a big mile-long lake out there. And so we're going through a lot of what we're going to be running into and studying everything as far as our water and everything that we need to worry about to get in there. There's so much mileage. There's so much trails everywhere. And it's a really awesome place, and a lot of people don't go and check it out, and they should. I know it's considered to be like the backpacker's secret hidden gem, but really, I think we should open up to the public and allow people to check these places out, because it's going to continue to pay the state money. It's going to continue to allow these places to remain open and continue to profit them so they can make money. By the way, we're trying to get that N3 frickin' ranch. We need money to pay for that thing. So, god dang it. I really, really liked just the map in general and everything that it has to offer. It's going to be some tough terrain. We're going to be dealing with over 2,500 cumulative elevation going in, and then probably the same going out. So, roughly somewhere around there. So, we'll be dealing with anything around high 3,000 to a little bit past 4,000 elevation. So, we're just studying everything. I've got Chris going, so he's going to be helping with the videoing, so that's great. My wife's going. She's such a trooper, so if we need gloves and knitted hats very quickly, well, you got it. We have Beth coming in, so she's going to be the plant specialist, and she's going to be checking it out with us. The really cool thing about this location is that right now, currently, from what I understand, a lot of those shooting stars are starting to come out. And right by Mississippi Lake, from what I've researched, there's just pockets of them that are blooming like crazy, massively, right now as we speak. So if we can get in there and I can start getting some footage of this stuff, it'll be awesome. There's a whole lot of mineral deposit in the soil, so we're going to be we get a lot of wildflowers just in general. Definitely a place to check out in the spring, but I'm going to try to get these shooting stars and get in there and get that as well and talk to you guys more about that area. So for the people that don't want to hike on in there and do over 20 miles and backpack it in with all your gear and everything, well, you've got us to take care of that for you. So we're going to go out there, get the footage, tell you a little bit about it. It's going to be an awesome experience, and I'll probably knock out a few videos as I'm doing it. So I'm going to do the best I possibly can. I can't wait for it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome and exciting. It's great to have Beth along because she's got a lot of knowledge, and as well as me, because I'm pretty knowledgeable about oak trees, so I can get in there and start picking this stuff up and seeing what's out there as far as the oaks go and how well they're doing. It's already got a huge, massive colony of the California blacks, so I want to see what else it's got out there, see if there's some elder trees that are living in there and how healthy they're doing. So anyway, just speaking about it, it just touches me. And one more top it off, just guys, I want to let you know, always go out there, always be prepared, have enough water, know where you're going, have an idea, let people know where you're going. You can go out there and explore and have a good time, but you have enough food, you have enough water, and you have an idea, and you have a map, and you know how long it's going to be, and what the elevation is going to be. Kind of get an estimate. It's very important. We have a lot of resources available to us out there that allows us to get all this information as far as mileage goes, as far as elevation goes, so it's not too difficult. I just recently, a few weeks ago, we were up at Sunol. We had a search and rescue helicopter flying by that had to evacuate somebody. They flew real low to check us out to make sure we weren't the people they were looking for. We gave them the go, where we're fine, where everything's all good, and then just roughly after that, I run into two guys that are trying to pack up to where we were that had absolutely nothing, no water, no food, no map, no nothing, and they didn't know where the heck they were going, and they wanted to wander off out in the middle of freaking, nowhere, way up the, just, and the night was coming, so I had to do my best to try to direct them to go back to the car because it just was a big safety issue. We've already got a chopper out there now, and I don't want another chopper. Not to say that I'm a ranger or anything, although I can act like it. Hey there. Alright guys, thank you so much. Feel free to like, subscribe, it really helps out the channel a lot, and I'm trying to do my best to check out other people's videos as well, and I appreciate all the other people that watch us that have YouTube channels. I've just been super busy going through a massive transition. I've made some major changes in my life in the last few weeks, and I've communicated with two individuals that have really impacted me a lot in my life. And it's just been an amazing process that I've been going through. So as I'm transitioning into the stages of being a tree and being vulnerable, as the oaks say, this time of the year, the ones that are deciduous, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going through a lot of this process, and it's taking me some time. So I appreciate you that are still in my videos, checking everything out. It's been a pleasure to make these videos, and I will continue to do them, and I will do my best to check out other people's videos as I get through this transition and spring comes and everything turns green and wonderful. Alright guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and take care. Enjoy the hikes. Get out there right now. We've got some beautiful days already. We had like a day that was like in the high 60s. Come on now. grass is starting to go green. We got the oaks. I mean, it's just, of course we got the oaks. And the wildflowers are already starting to pop up. We got milkmaids in Mount Diablo, the north side by Clayton. I've already sent somebody out. So Beth is already on it. Okay, she's on it. All right, guys, take care.